Hello everyone, it's Mercury Bard. We're back to play some Morrowind, and we are continuing our series of playtesting our way through the 2025 Winter Modjam entries. When we last left off, we were in Mournhold, uh, chasing down a cook formerly lurking for Carnius, the head of the East Empire Company in Solstheim. We tracked him down to the prison here in Mournhold, where he told us he is actually not a Dunmer. He is a Hunger, a servant of Boethia. And he offered us a couple of different dialogue options. The first one was like, whatever, screw you. The second one was, maybe you should, adjust to living like this. The third one was, we'll talk to Almalexia, who he was trying to get a hold of. And we selected that one, and then I have since realized that we have to play through 3 of the main Tribunal expansion quests before we're allowed into her presence. So now I'm thinking that the way to go might be the 4th one, which suggested that something like maybe Almalexi's not the one you need to talk to, maybe you need to talk to someone else. And I was thinking, it would make sense if he being a servant of Boethia, he would want to talk to Boethia, you would think. And, well, there is no shrine to Boethia on Vardenfell at the moment because there's a ruined one under the water off the coast of Armagh or something. It's near Cartog. So let's go back and see if that 4th option is still open to us. Otherwise, we're going to have to drop this line of pursuit because I don't think we have enough time to play through 3 different major quests, including spelunking through the sewers looking for a goblin army and its Altmer trainers, which is what we have to do for Tribunal. So, let's see. Mournhold, autosave, Mournhold Temple, Ebonheart.
Hail.
Why is somebody hailing me? Oh, we're playing with... Why are you in my room? Creep? I guess with 3 beds in the room, and it's right off the...
Anytime, friend. I'm right here.
Right off the main part of the...
Well, this is a
the
grand
tavern.
day.
I guess it's truly a common room.
do
Hi, excuse me. Can I get past? Why is
I have
everyone
What is it?
clumped up? I just want to leave now. Thank you. Yeah, that's not where we're at. So I guess we can say the world map is completely borked. We'll go to the temple courtyard. And reception area, courtyard. Oh, those lamps are neat. I guess these are the tribunal. Kind of primitive looking statues of them compared to some of the art that we see.
This park, these plants, are hymns of praise, Sarah, and I'm right proud of it.
Gipop Varus. All the trees and plants, tended lawns and paths are hymns of praise to Almalexia's name. It's humble work, Sarah, but I'm very proud of it. He's a gardener. Shoom.
Sorry, not interested.
No time to talk, Nord. Excuse me. Okay.
Oh, it's you. Can I help?
We get a lot of that, oh, it's you. I mean, it's a lovely color palette. Lots of nice plants. Very empty, very open. Massive spaces, not nearly as populated as they should be for this size of town. Okay, what is this? Great Bazaar. No, we just came from there. Royal Palace, that's what we want.
How are you?
Kathunk. Reception area, Legion Depot. Actually, so I want to go there to get down to the prison fastest.
If a few
Morrowind,
words can help,
City of
I'd
Light.
be happy.
I rather like the cacti. Alright, let's go talk to him again.
Morrowind, City of Light, City of Magic.
Here he is. Oh, it's you. Can I help you? Alright, he's going through his explanation again. I don't think that Almalexia is wise enough to know what happened with you. I will find someone else who would know, though. I trust your judgment on this, mortal. I've heard some of the Dunmer still worship Boethia. They're called dissident priests. Perhaps a dissident priest could help us with this mystery. Okay, I guess that was the right answer because it gave me a journal entry. I don't think choosing Almalexia did. Dissident priests. Do we need to go back to Vardenfell? Or can we use Civi intervention and go talk to somebody in the actual temple here?
Yeah. Is there something you need?
I have no idea, Julian. At this point, I don't know. Sorry. Okay, she's a
Almalexia will tell
Myra.
us, if she still can.
Okay, donate, because now I'm about to ask you about the dissident priests, which is not even a topic.
Well, friend, what brings you here? Farminda. Yeah, I can tell you're a Red Guard warrior. Okay, let's go. The king's health to you, sir.
The king's health to me? Why would we care about the king's health? I guess because we are in the Imperial City.
Not much like Skyrim, eh, Nord?
Okay.
How Alexia protect us?
Hey, bud.
Traveler seeks
Effete.
answers.
Do you seek transport to Vardenfell? Yes. Okay.
Hello, Outlander. May I help you?
How jacked up did this just get? Interesting. Okay, nobody gets stuck in the wall, I don't think. Latte, you're right there. That was interesting. Note to self. Okay.
Bless and keep you, acolyte.
Now let's do Civi intervention again to get to here. And where do we find Milo?
Is there something you need?
Maybe
It's
you
so
can talk.
good to meet you.
Ghost fence, great houses, latest rumors, the ordinator guy. Um, we're missing somebody. We're missing Julian. He can be summoned by a telepathy ring, so I'm not particularly concerned about him.
I am never too busy for a good talk.
What brings you to the Temple, Acolyte? Have you been lax in your duties? A holy woman here in Vivec is spreading the divine disease to others. Someone must convince Tenosia Veloth to leave Vivec City. She is a holy pilgrim and well loved by the people. Do not kill her unless there is no other way. Try to convince her to go to the Corpusarium before she spreads the divine disease to others. She is very devout and would be most easily impressed by some show of your devotion to the temple's teachings. Okay. We can do that. Hi, Julian. Where did you come from? Okay, let's not make the locals more upset with you than they already are. I believe she is in the arena, like in the arena. Well, up on the stands watching.
So, where are you from? If you need a good laugh or a tall tale, you've come to the right place.
Ah, greetings. What shall we talk
I think this is the arena, because I think it, yeah. White laggy at the moment.
You seem to be doing all right for yourself. What can I do for you?
Okay, I guess that isn't a real door. Hmm. Also not a real door? That might say no entrance in Daedric script. Yep, arena. Alright, let's go up. be. Do not get distracted. She's up there somewhere. Can I cast Levitate and succeed? I can. That's cool. Now, are you the pilgrim? Probably not. Nope. Ah.
Do you need something, Outlander?
She's
I
got that one
suppose we can
pauldron
talk.
thing going. This looks like she could be a pilgrim. Tanusia Veloth. Almcivi, Giab. I am Tanusia Veloth. Don't worry. Vivek can be confusing for us, and we live here. Is there some specific place you want, or is someone in particular you're trying to find? Okay. Why should I leave? You have the divine disease. I have heard of others make these claims. Why should I believe you? Am I disfigured? Do I look as if I have corpus? If you were more pious, perhaps I would listen to you. I doubt you've even read Sirione's sermons. And Giab's like, oh my god, do not talk to me about the sermons. Okay. So now we get to go to Jobasha's, because every quest involving books has to go to Jobasha's. Oh, any common bookstore should have this. Nope. Nope, you're gonna go to Jobasha's. That's just the way things work in Vardenfell. Ow. Julian's like, that's less parkour and more splat than I like.
Do you have something to say?
Yes, we are lagging very heavily. My FPS is 6, 5, 6. Don't honestly know what it was that pushed it over the top, but it was doing better than this for a long time. So, alright. Let's go see Jobasha. Oh my goodness, too fast, too fast. The cantatas of Vivek. Charles the Plant, huh? How goes it, Nord? It is good to see you, Barter. Oh yeah, T. Oblivion, Sirione's sermons. We only have like 8 copies. What was the other one? A Dance in the Fire, Sisters in the Dunmer. Okay. Now, I've never seen one of these tomes before. As you study this tome, you find you do not have enough magicka to practice the spell described within and learn it. Okay, but that's just cool. I'm not sure what added those. So, let's go back and talk to our
Praise
sickened
Vivek.
lady and convince her to go to the Corpusarium. I'm sure she can, possibly boss Devanthfire around. I think that'd be kind of funny, Devanthfire versus Old Lady. Okay, what's something we can eat that won't make us sick? Asham has no effect on me, but I'm well fed. Okay.
So
I
good to
suppose
see
we
you.
can talk. What do you want?
How may I help you, Nord?
Getting out of the way would be nice. Oh, we ate at the Winged Guar Tavern. That's where the stew effect was coming from. We didn't have any stew, we just gnawed on an ash yam. A raw ash yam. That's the Telvanni. Canton. Alright. There she is.
Bless and keep you, Acolyte.
Count only the happy hours, Giab. I'd be glad to offer my assistance. Is there some place specific you are seeking? Ah, okay. You know what I heard about Bahram? The other day he woke up in the temple, but couldn't remember how he got there or why he went there. He made a big joke of it, saying he must have tied on one last night and forgot all about it. Why should I leave? Quote from Sarione's sermons. Enough. You do not need to quote from your copy of the sermons. I will do as you ask and go to the Corpusarium. Okay. Good. Because, yeah. I do not want to have to fight an old woman. We are actually going to go... Probably see if we can find the Morag Tong again. Take a nap. We're on the wrong side. Damn it. Dressing room. Performers quarters, fighters training. Alright. Julian's like, we have to go back and see your creepy brethren? Yes. Okay. There we go. There we go.
You've returned. Did you execute your writ with honor?
This is very odd.
It's so good to meet you.
Huh. Can I swim up? No. This is very, very odd. Latte? Recall home. Let us go home, friend. Latte thinks he still has a bit of moon sugar left there.
A warm welcome to you.
That was bizarre. Now we're going to take a nap. Because that was just, yeah. Latte, I'm taking a nap. Peckish, I'm thirsty. We're making some stew. Right, Latte, where's your... There's Latte. Latte, Macchia, and Yato. His family. What is going on up there, Latte? Why do you have things floating in the air? Interesting. We need to make some stew anyways. Ugh. It won't be the best stew, since we only have a little bit of sturgeon meat, but we will take what we can get. And not as much mushroom as we usually have. Huh. Plenty of seasoning, though. the burnt slaughterfish meat can be put to, yes it can, put to some use. There we go. Okay. Now, do we have things to that we can just offload? No. There we go. Knife. Oh hey, there's mushrooms up there. See, we are definitely going to want to keep a copy of Tomb of the Snow Prince. And I don't remember how to do perfect placement. Grab item G. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Turbine of Elsewhere. Triumph coins, black soul gems, frosted ebony flasks. Aww, latte 12 weeks old. Very cute. Very cute little. Get on. Orska History Revisited. Book. Dynamic book size adjuster. Let's turn this one down a little bit. I know, blasphemy, but... Okay. Well, since it's going to take an awful lot of work to get through Hungering for Faith, let's take a look at what else we can play with. So we need to go back to Ebonheart and talk to Frick in the Imperial Chapels. We will do that then, as soon as our stew is cooked and we've eaten, because we don't want Dak to get hangry. On no planet do we want Dak to be hangry. Come on. Cook a little faster. Do we need to repair anything? Nah, just a couple. Just some damage to the sword. Cook faster. Alright. Let's see what the closest temple to Latte's place is.
How are you?
Hawkmoth, maybe? No, Hawkmoth's in Ebonheart. This is... Oh,
How can I
Buckmoth.
help?
Did we
I'll
need to
do what I
report in
can.
here for something? Better check that. You're very busy floating in midair. Okay.
If I can be of any assistance, I'll be happy to help.
Do you buy random... You do buy random crap. Okay. 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 Let's go see about... I think Imson's down here? No, she's in here. Okay. Report on the Maiden's Token, Knight Protector. An outcast Telvanni, Verona Nalas, is blackmailing a buoyant armiger. Verona Nalas has an embroidered glove which was given to this armiger as a token of affection. It would cause a scandal if it were known that they are lovers. Go to Asumanu, which is southeast of Aldredania, and recover the glove at all costs. Okay, no, we have not taken care of whatever it is she needs us to do. So, Almcivi intervention? And then...
Is there something I can do for you?
This has been a fat lot of nothing useful. Okay.
How fare thee, friend?
How's cousin of Rhetoric?
Your actions precede you, Outlaw.
Greetings, friend. I'm up for conversation.
To what do I owe? How fare thee, friend?
I feel like we've walked in a giant circle. We probably have walked in a giant circle. Julian, are you coming with us or no? No, he's just gonna give me the side eye. Alright, boys, come on. To Vivek.
Is there something
Greetings to
you
you.
need?
A pleasure to meet you.
I feel like we were just here.
Is there something I can do for you?
Now that we have bounced around all of Tamriel, let's see if we can find this
Pleasure
Frick
is all
character.
mine.
Stendar says, be kind and generous to the people of Tamriel, protect the weak, heal the sick, and give to the needy. Free the slaves of Aharonartes. Okay. By the 10 commands, 9 divines. By the intercession of Saint Alicia, you may be so filled with grace and the strength and wisdom that comes from grace, that through these teachings you may come to the true meaning of the 9 divines and their glories. To convey to man's mind all the manifold subtleties of truth and virtue may not be done were all the seas ink and all the skies parchment upon which their wisdoms were writ. Yet Akatosh in his wisdom, knowing how impatient is man and how loath he is to travel upon the hard roads of truth, has allowed these 10 simple commands to be made manifest with powerful clarity and concise definition. Stendar says, be kind and generous to the people of Tamriel, protect the weak, heal the sick, and give to the needy. Okay. When I opened a voice, somehow I know that Ahanartis is an island due west of Seydanine. Okay.
Well
I'm
met.
looking for a guy named Frick. Frick! Oh, Frick! You look like you could be a Frick. Are you a Frick? You are Witchfinder Richard.
I like what I see.
Well met, stranger. Tell me, my girl, do the gods work through you? Do you carry out their will? A soul without a master is a soul easily claimed. You may think yourself free, but darkness and the Daedra prey upon the aimless. Stand with the gods, stand with the Nine, and they shall see you tempered into something greater. Become a blade honed not for selfish whims, but for righteous purpose. The will of the Aedra does not waver, and they will forever have a place for you in the ranks of the faithful. Seek me out should you consider. Okay, will of the Aedra is one of the themes, so I'm thinking we need to reconsider. Well, are you here to answer the call? Will you bow to the will of the Aedra? My path is a clear one. I was chosen to root out the filth that is Daedric worship and bring the light of the Nine to those who still have the wisdom to see it. The Daedra are insidious, their cult spreading a blight upon Tamriel. There can be no compromise, no hesitation. We do not parley with heretics nor suffer the servants of oblivion to live. The faithful must be defended and the wicked must be purged, and all those who would stray must be made to see the error of their ways. But this is not mere vengeance nor blind hatred. This is justice, divine and absolute. And you, do you have the strength to stand among the righteous? Will you heed the call to arms, strike down the profane, and rid this world of the evil? If so, your fate lies at Dasharian. You'll find it to the east of Barandus. Oh, great, we're going to get lost in the West Gash. An old Dunmer stronghold south of Nissus. From Barandus, continue east until you reach the mountains. You will find this den of Malakath there. Those orcs won't go down without a fight. Prepare yourself accordingly. Purge it. Leave none alive. Now go and glory to the Nine. Okay, who are you? KD Quest Giver. Okay, I'm not sure which one would be KD. Are you Frick? You're Frick. Excuse me, but could you help me with a small problem? A Nord, Wilhelm Bear-Star, has been accused of harassing tribunal pilgrims. He could be an emissary of the Aedra, or more than one. More likely he is an emissary of Sheogorath. The tribunal temple sent us a stern letter about him interfering with pilgrims, so we need to do something about him. Will you find him, see what he does, and report back to me? Agree to help. Wonderful. Someone said he was at the Six Fishes here in Ebonheart. I'd look for him there. Oh, and here's the letter we received from the temple, in case you want to read it or to show it to him. Okay. To the Oracle at Ebonheart, it is with a heavy hand that I take up my quill to express my utmost perturbation over one Wilhelm Bear-Star, a Nord recently arrived from Solstheim who is a heretic, nay, twice a heretic. For neither does he follow the true faith of the living tribunal, nor does he adhere to the laws and prescriptions that the 8 divines follow upon this land. To wit, via sincere testimonials, Wilhelm has on multiple occasions spoken, false prophesied at, attempted the conversion of, misled, distracted, and otherwise interfered with the pilgrims making the sacred pilgrimages of humility, daring, generosity, and courtesy. Three pilgrims have required counseling on their experiences, and the Dremora at the Puzzle Canal had to be resummoned at great personal inconvenience. I require that Wilhelm be removed from the province of Morrowind forthwith, with the true faith. Endrin Lilathan, master of the city, Vivek, master of the temple, Vivek city. They had to resummon the Dremora. Poor them. Alright. Let's go talk to the guy in the Six Fishes. That's kind of funny. Zoom.
Hello there. How are you?
Not as creepy as you are.
May each day greet you warmly, friend.
Okay, so I think we just got handed like 3 different Modjam quests
I do enjoy it.
at one time. So let's deal with Bearhelm because he's right here. We're looking for an annoying Nord.
Let's set aside our
I
rivalries
think
and
you're
talk,
the
shall we?
boss here. You look like a problem. Wilhelm Bear-Star. Good, you finally arrived. Vinius here has prayed for justice. Justice of the Sword is the province of Stendar, and he has seen fit to grant it if his agents suffice. Speak to Vinus here. Convince him to follow you to the Imperial Guard garrison. There he shall find the first step of what he speaks. Vinus? Welcome to Ebonheart, Sarah, capital of... Okay. Prayed for justice. How did you know? Yes, I've long sought evidence of the Talos cult here in Vardenfell with no luck. Say if he follows you, he may find justice? I feel compelled to trust you, though I do not know you. Lead me, if you will, to justice. The heck? The Imperial Guard garrison. Okay. Excuse me. Come on, boys. I want to speak to the reinforced wooden door.
Your actions
Okay.
precede you,
Hail and
Outlander.
welcome,
I've heard
friend.
good things
Hail.
about you.
Alright, I'm guessing I'm just taking him over to Hawkmoth here.
Welcome, friend. Hail!
You're a lot more refined
Please,
than most
feel
tourists
free to
I've
talk
met.
at your leisure.
I like that.
I'm glad everybody likes me.
Welcome. Please don't be shy. I'm listening.
Your bidding, knight? Please, feel free. Talk at your leisure. Your bidding, knight?
Okay, is this where you needed to be? I have prayed for justice and so will follow you, however strange this sign may be. Let's go. Where are we going anyway? Imperial Guard garrison. I'm not sure where I should be leading you. Let's go upstairs.
Well met.
A pleasure, madam. I really do enjoy the company of women.
Do you know anything about this guy? Nope, doesn't look like it. He's a pilgrim and trooper of the Imperial Legion. Okay, we're at the garrison. Where were the bedrooms? Let's go down there. We promise we won't attract assassins this time. Or will we? I don't
My
actually
prices
know
are the
when they will
best.
stop attacking.
Your bidding, knight?
I don't know where we're going. That's the problem.
Oh,
This is a
greetings.
wondrous
How do
encounter.
you do?
Welcome.
May we talk?
I suppose there's no harm in talking. What can I do for you?
Do you know anything about? Okay, I guess we're just
Your
gonna
bidding,
kind of
knight?
wander around with him. Cause
That's how I like it. Bold and direct. Come, I like
I have
you.
not, in fact, found the trader, but I can take this guy with me when I go to Solstheim. Not Solstheim, Seydanin. And fulfill that Stendar quest. Um, hmm. Oh, the guy ran upstairs when we were attacked by the Dark Brotherhood assassin. That's cool. We'll just have to... He's the one with the... I think he's got an ebony mace on him, actually. I want to make sure there's nothing labeled like... Guard Garrison. Imperial Guard Garrison. Warehouses, sewers... Okay.
Please, feel free. Talk at your
How
leisure.
fare thee, friend? Please, feel free to talk at your leisure.
I'm all yours.
That's
Greetings,
how I
friend.
like it.
I'm up for
Bold and
conversation.
direct.
Care to talk?
Come, I like you.
Your bidding, knight?
Please, feel free to talk at your leisure.
It's back here. Nothing. You can, however, walk all the way around behind the six fishes. Interesting. Anyway, okay, I guess we're going to Seydanin.
Welcome, friend. Hail!
Your bidding, knight?
That's how I like it. Bold and
Ah, you bring good fortune with you.
I don't know what to do with him, so he's just gonna follow me. Though you know, we could probably quiz Wilhelm more. Yeah, let's go back and bug him some more. And what exactly he wants us to do with this guy.
Ah, you bring good fortune.
Yeah, does Wilhelm have anything else to say? Ah! No, come on. Good, lead the pilgrim to the Imperial Guard garrison here in Ebonheart. All will become clear. Justice of the Sword is the province of Stendar, and he has seen fit to grant it if his agents suffice. But we went there, and we looked, and he didn't like any of it.
Your bidding, knight?
Welcome. Please don't be shy.
Your bidding,
I
knight?
enjoy a good conversation.
Maybe if we go in one of the doors up top. I got no
I'm all
idea,
yours.
guys.
Please, go ahead.
No idea what we're supposed to be doing with this one.
Your bidding, knight?
see nothing.
I see I stand in good company. What can I do for you?
Whose house is that? I don't know. Huh. Lockmoth Legion Garrison. Okay. Prayed for justice. Okay, we're here. Trapdoor to Ebonheart. What? Do you know what this guy needs? Someone in particular? Maybe
You
he
seem
meant
like
the
very good company.
Imperial. Maybe he means not in here, but in the, like, the Duke's Guard? That can't be right, but we'll go check. I hope whatever it is hasn't been screwed up by my redo of the castle of Ebonheart. Okay. Ebonheart, Ebonheart. Dren Family Chambers, Ebonheart, Imperial Commission, Council Towers. Your Orders, Knight Protector. Imperial Guard. The Imperial Guard is an elite unit of the Imperial Legion. The Guard is charged with the defense of the Emperor and various of his direct representatives. The Duke's ranks and responsibility entitle him to the protection of this unit. There's a traditional rivalry between the Imperial Guard and their counterparts in the regular Legion. Okay.
With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Okay.
Your bidding, knight? Your bidding, knight?
I'm glad I
May
get some
I
respect out of them, but Imperial Commission? What is this place? Pleased to meet you, Knight Protector, and welcome to the Imperial town of Ebonheart. Have you heard the latest rumors? With all the unrest in Cyrodiil City, a trooper said they might recall the legions to protect the Empire. Okay, she's a scout or something. No, a savant. Savant? Okay.
It's
So she knows a lot about a lot. Brief history of the Empire. Wooden door. Ruffinius. Who are you?
Your bidding, knight?
Magistrate. Legal basics. Okay. Imperial Guard garrison. Okay.
A pleasure, madam. I really do enjoy the company of women.
We're here.
Not again.
I've prayed for justice. The garrison? Is this where I should look?
If I can be of any assistance, I'll be happy to help.
I think we're looking for Talos cults people.
If I can be of any assistance, I'll be happy to help.
The obverse of the coin says pray to Tiber Septim of the Nine Divines. Odd. Thief! That coin is evidence of the Talus cult here in Vardenfell. I was keeping it for investigation. You have no right to keep it. Give Cavortius the coin. Ah, good. Would be dangerous for that coin to fall into the wrong hands. You've made the right choice. I found a strange coin in the Imperial garrison. Instead of the usual inscription, the obverse of the coin says, Praise Tiber Septim, first of the Nine Divines. Cavortius Albutian confronted me about the suspicious coin. I decided to give it to him. Venice? You gave the coin to Cavortius. It is his duty more than I own. I respect your decision, but I think the coin will rot in an evidence chest and nothing will be done.
I'm listening. Please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Salute. Welcome. Please say your piece.
So you must have given the coin to Cavortius. In many ways it is his responsibility, but now Venice's prayers will go unanswered. Speak with Frick if you must, but then meet me in the Walu Temple in Vivek. I am very confused. I would just like to point that out. It is quite narrow between these buildings.
Pleasure is all mine.
Wilhelm led you to the garrison and you found a strange coin? That's not enough to go on. The coin could have been there by chance. Wilhelm could have planted it while you weren't looking. Find him again. If something like that happens again, maybe it's more than chance. Why do I feel like I'm running in circles for you guys?
How are you?
Okay, House Walu Temple. I really don't want to know what he thinks of my house.
Hello, Outlander. May I help? Praise Vivek.
Yes, yes, praise Vivek. I went the wrong way. Up. Oh, I'm thirsty. We can fix that easily enough. Tea. Though I don't think I need any protection from cold here in the Imperial, in the Ascadian Isles.
You've won me over.
So,
Lots of those lovely robes. I think they were Wesley designs. Anyway. The temple. I would think it would be on the... It should be on the top floor, but it's the Walu. They may have stuck it down in the basement. Devotion is not one of their great traits. But first we shall go here.
in faith, I'm listening.
No name club. Curio Manor. Nation's Corner Club, Pawnbroker, Weaponsmith. They must have kept it down in the basement. I think the Elven Nations goes... I think it's a 2-story, so... We can go downstairs without going outside.
Please join me.
I don't know why I clicked in there. We don't need anything.
I suppose there's no harm in talking. What can I do for you? I suppose there's no harm in talking. What can I do for you? Is there something you need?
Yeah, it's down here. It's pretty much the only thing down here. Except for, I think, Indrino's house is
May I help you?
around here somewhere. Okay.
Is there
Well,
something
here's a
I
fine
can do?
How are you?
Speak
What
freely.
can I do?
Good, you finally arrived, and just in time. There was a loud noise I should investigate. What was that? It sounds like stones falling. I hope the laborers are okay.
Bless and
You
keep
have great understanding. Welcome.
This damn temple, part of the ceiling fell off and hit my head. It sounded like the biggest chunk landed in that bucket up there. Grogro Yarzol in the Walu Temple told me part of the ceiling broke and some dust and rocks fell into one of the buckets up on the scaffold.
I see I
Okay.
stand in good company. What can I do for you?
I guess I need to fly up there. I don't see anything in the bucket. Unless he meant this bucket? Mara's tear. I picked up a Mara's tear in the temple. I should talk to Wilhelm about it. That was
I see I
interesting.
great
stand in good
understanding.
company. What can I do for you?
Bless and
What the heck is Amara's tear? What is that you have there? Ah, Amara's tear that will more than pay for the repairs to this temple. When you give it to Iravase, remember to mention that it is a gift from Mara, a sign that the Dunmer will return to her loving embrace. It can refer to the moon, of course, but there are also rare jewels, like rubies, but with the image of Master within them. Quite beautiful and valuable. Speak with Iravasi here. It is the answer to her prayer, after all, not mine, not yours.
That's how I like
I
it.
suppose
Bold
there's no
and
harm in
direct.
talking.
Come,
What can I
like
do
you.
for you?
Yes, Dak, it is a pleasure to see you. Mcivil's Imports is located on a little beach just south of the Tovani Canton and southeast of, or Tovani Compound and southeast of the arena. He has a little bit of everything. There's also a small booth run by a fellow called Iradrel nearby. He sells cheap food and beverages to pedestrians. Okay, that's nice. Amara's tear? Is that one in your hands? Oh, it is so beautiful. Give her the tear and say it is a gift from Mara. A gift for the temple from Mara? I'm not sure I understand. Why would Mara want the temple restored? I'm faithful to the tribunal. Thank you for this. The whole temple will thank you. But I need to think about this. What the heck? I gave the Mara's tears to your Vasi Drinith and told her it was a gift from Mara, a sign that the Dunmer must soon return to her loving arms. Why is... From such small seeds were the mighty forests of old grown. We will meet next to the library in the Hall of Justice. Why? Why? I'm very confused. House Lulu, I keep thinking I'm gonna slip over. This place feels so greasy and slimy. Yes, dear, I love you too. Calm down, take a healing potion. Oh, good. Okay. You had some kind of curse on you. I am very confused. Was that supposed to happen?
This round.
Ah, you bring good fortune with you. Welcome.
No one can match me.
Okay, we're gonna walk out of here. And we're gonna go meet him in the library. And I have no idea why they started killing each other. None whatsoever. Where's the... Does this place have beds or no?
This is a wondrous encounter.
I don't think it does. We'll just walk upstairs. Yeah, this place doesn't have beds. Rats.
Welcome, friend. I suppose there's no harm in talking. What can I do for you?
This is beyond frustrating. Alright. Back to the library.
I suppose there's no...
Please,
May
feel free
each
to
day
drop it
greet
your
you.
I don't know if it's in here or... We haven't been in here very often, I see.
Welcome, friend. You're nearly a legend around here. Please, talk.
So you're saying your name is Dak. You look capable, I have to admit. Yes, you seem fit for this particular line of work. I'm Grandmaster Beryl Salah, head of the Ordinators in Vardenfell. You found... okay. The temple has lost contact with one of its outposts in the middle of the Paeodemaic Ocean. We are sending an expedition to see what's going on, and as it happens, we're short one. Are you interested? Yes. Excellent. CLM Varen by the docks.
May I help?
Okay, we will have to come back and do that. Library? Okay. If I could quit pushing the wrong buttons, that would be great. So I'm guessing the Hall of Wisdom is where the library is. Just a guess.
Praise Vivek.
Alright, I'm looking for a Nord. An annoying one. He will be in the library in the Hall of Justice. Is there a library in the Hall of Justice? No, we were in the right place. Okay, we will go back to the Hall of Justice and we will keep looking for this library. Hall Underworks. Temple. Ordinator Barracks. Julian's like, I am gonna break out in fucking hives. Yeah, we're looking for a secret.
Please join me.
We're looking for a secret library. I think.
It's so good to meet you.
Hall of Justice has his offices here. Yeah, we just talked to him. Justice offices. They're in the Hall of Justice's library. We have a few libraries. Have you seen a big confusing Nord around? I guess that's the better question. Those are just bedrooms. Ordinator Barracks, Ordinator Barracks. Office of the Watch. Let's go into the Hall Underworks. Maybe it's down there. Someone's been down here recently, too. Broadsword, travel lantern. Ooh, a little bit of money. Interesting. I know, we all want to kill the rat. Kill the rat, kill the rat! Wisdom. Ah, good, made it. Wisdom. Library in the Hall of Justice. The only other thing I can think of is it's behind the Office of the Watch somewhere. That's a big rat that needs killed. I guess you can camp in the sewers. Thirsty and peckish, so stew. Not the best stew she's ever made, but not the worst either. Justice offices, justice offices.
Is there something you need?
A warm welcome to you. Is there something I can do for you?
That was just approaching from a different direction.
Please join me.
I am never too busy for a good talk.
Wait. Secret library. Secret library! Doesn't have the same ring as a secret tunnel, but there you go. Should probably put my sword on.
You will die.
You're not supposed to be in here. Get out now. Wilhelm? That's just your regular old run-of-the-mill ordinator. The Battle of Red Mountain and the Rise and Fall of the Tribunal. The following is a transcript of the words of Lord Vivec, addressed to a dissonant priest, Mellor O'Main, who confronted Vivec with the Ashlander traditions surrounding the Battle of Red Mountain and with the prophecies of the Nerevarine, and to unnamed magistrates of the Inquisition who joined Vivec in interrogating the dissident priest, who can clearly recall the events of the past. But you have asked me to tell you in my own words the events surrounding the Battle of the Red of Red Mountain, the birth of the tribunal, and the prophecies of a Nerevar reborn. Here's what I can tell you. When the Chimer first abandoned the herds and tents of their nomadic ancestors and built the first great houses, we loved the Daedra and worshipped them as gods. But our brethren the Dwemer scorned the Daedra and mocked our foolish rituals, and preferred instead their gods of reason and logic. So the Chimer and the Dwemer were always at bitter war, until the Nords came and invaded Resdayn. Only then did the Chimer and Dwemer put away their strife and join together to cast out the invaders. Once the Nords were driven out, General Nerevar of the Chimer and General Dumak of the Dwemer, who had come to love and respect one another, resolved to make peace between their peoples. In that time I was but a junior counselor to Nerevar, and Nerevar's queen Almalexia and his other favorite counselor Sothosil always doubted that such a peace might long survive, given the bitter disputes between the Chimer and the Dwemer. But by negotiation and compromise, Nerevar and Dumak somehow managed to preserve a fragile peace. But when Dagoth Lord of House Dagoth, entrusted as a friend by both Nerevar and the Dwemer, brought us proof that High Engineer Kagranak of the Dwemer had discovered the heart of Lorkhan, and then he had learned how to tap its powers and was building a new god, a mockery of all Chimer faith and a fearsome weapon, we all urged Nerevar to make war on the dwarves and to destroy this threat to Chimer beliefs and security. Nerevar was troubled. He went to Dumak and asked what Dagoth said was true. But Kagranak took great offense and asked whom Nerevar thought he was, that he might presume to judge the affairs of the Dwemer. Nerevar was further troubled and made pilgrimage to Holamayan, the sacred temple of Azura, and Azura confirmed that all that Dagoth said was indeed true, and that the creation of a new god of the Dwemer should be prevented at all costs. When Nerevar came back and told us what the goddess had said, we felt our judgments confirmed, and again counseled him to war, chiding Nerevar for his naive trust and friendship, and reminding Nerevar of his duty to protect the faith and security of the Chimer against the impiety and dangerous ambitions of the Dwemer. Then Nerevar went back to Vardenfell one last time, hoping that negotiations and compromise might once again preserve the peace. But this time the friends Nerevar and Dumak quarreled bitterly, and as a result, the Chimer and Dwemer went to war. The Dwemer were well defended by their fortress at Red Mountain, but Nerevar's cunning drew most of Dumak's armies out into the field and pinned them there, while Nerevar, Dagoth and a small group of companions could make their way into the Heart Chamber by secret means. There, Nerevar the Chimer king met Dumak the Dwarf king, and they both collapsed from grievous wounds and draining magics. With Dumak fallen and threatened by Dagoth and the others, Kagranak turned his tools upon the heart, and Nerevar said he saw Kagranak and all his Dwemer companions at once disappear from the world. In that instance, Dwemer everywhere disappeared without a trace. But Kagranak's tools remained, and Dagoth seized them, and he carried them to Nerevar, saying that fool Kagranak has destroyed his own people with these things. We should destroy them right away, lest they fall into the wrong hands. But Nerevar was resolved to confer with his queen and his generals, who had foreseen that this war would come, and whose counsel he would not ignore again. I will ask the tribunal what we shall do with them, for they have had wisdom in the past that I have had not. Stay here, loyal Dagoth until I return. So Nerevar told Dagoth to protect the tools in the Heart Chamber until he returned. Then Nerevar was carried to us where we waited on the slopes of Red Mountain, and he told us all that had transpired under the mountain. What Nerevar had said was that the Dwemer had used special tools to turn their people into immortals, and that the heart of Lorkhan held wondrous powers. Only later did we hear from others present that Dagoth had thought the Dwemer destroyed, not made immortal, and no one knows for sure what really happened there. After hearing Nerevar, we gave our counsel as he requested, proposing we should preserve these tools in trust for the welfare of the Chimer people. And who knows, perhaps the Dwemer are not gone forever, but merely transported to some distant realm, from which they may someday return to threaten our security once again. Therefore, we need to keep these tools to study them and their principles, so that we may be safe in future generations. And though Nerevar voiced his grave misgivings, he was willing to be ruled by our council under one condition, that we all together should swear a solemn oath upon Azura that the tools should never be used in the profane manner that the Dwemer intended. We all readily agreed and swore oaths at Nerevar's dictation. So then we went with Nerevar back into Red Mountain and met with Dagothr. Dagothr refused to deliver the tools to us, saying that they were dangerous and we could not touch them. Dagothr seemed to be irrational, insisting that only he could be trusted with the tools, and then we guessed he had somehow been affected by his handling of them. But now I feel sure that he had privately learned the powers of the tools and had, in some confused way, decided he must have them for himself. The Nerevar and our guard resorted to force to secure the tools. Somehow Dagothr and his retainers escaped, but we gained the tools and delivered them to Sothasil for study and safekeeping. For some years we kept our oaths that we swore to Azura with Nerevar, but during that time in secret, Sothasil must have studied the tools and divined their mysteries. And at last he came to us with a vision for a new world of peace, with justice and honor for nobles, and health and prosperity for the commoners, with the tribunal as immortal patrons and guides. And dedicating ourselves to this vision of a better world, we made a pilgrimage to Red Mountain, and transformed ourselves with the power of Kagranak's tools. And no sooner than we had completed our rituals and begun to discover our newfound powers, the Daedra Lord Azura appeared and cursed us for our forsworn oaths. By her powers of prophecy, she assured us that her champion, Nerevar, true to his oath, would return to punish us for our perfidy, and to make sure such profane knowledge might never again be used to mock and defy the will of the gods. But Sothasil said to her, "The old gods are cruel and arbitrary, and distant from the hopes and fears of Mer. Your age is past. We are the new gods, born of the flesh, and wise and caring of the needs of our people. Spare us your threats and chiding, in constant spirit. We are bold and fresh, and will not fear you." And then in that moment all Chimer were changed into Dunmer, and our skins turned ashen and our eyes into fire. Of course, we only knew at that time that this had happened to us, but Azura said, "This is not my act, but your act. You have chosen your fate and the fate of your people, and all the Dunmer shall share your fate, from now unto the end of time. You think yourselves gods, but you are blind, and all is darkness." And Azura left us alone in darkness, and we were all afraid, but we put on brave faces and went forth from Red Mountain to build a new world of our dreams. And the new world we shaped was glorious and generous, and the worship of the Dunmer fervent and grateful. The Dunmer were at first afraid of their new faces, but Sothasil spoke to them, saying it was not a curse but a blessing, a sign of their changed natures, and sign of the special favor they might enjoy as new Mer. No longer barbarians trembling before ghosts and spirits, but civilized Mer, speaking directly to their immortal friends and patrons, the three faces of the tribunal. And we were all inspired by Sothasil's speech and vision, and took heart. And over time we crafted the customs and institutions of a just and honorable society, and the land of Resdain knew millennia of peace, equity, and prosperity unknown to other savage races. But beneath Red Mountain, Dagothr had survived, and even as the light of our bold new world shined ever more brightly, beneath Red Mountain the darkness gathered, a darkness that was close kin to the bright light that Sothasil coaxed from the heart of Lorcan with the tools of Kagranak. As the darkness grew, we fought it and crafted walls to confine it, but we can never destroy it, for the source of the darkness was the same source as the source of our own divine inspiration. And in these latter days of Morrowind, reduced to a subjugated province of the Western Empire, as the glory of the temple fades and the dark tide rises from Red Mountain, we are reminded of Azura and her promised champion's return. We have awaited, blind and in darkness, mere shadows drained of our ardent vision, in shame of our folly, in fear of our judgment, and in hope of our deliverance. We do not know if the outlander claiming to fulfill the prophecies of the Nerevarine is our old champion Nerevar reborn, or a pawn of the Empire, or a catspaw of Azura, or some simple twist of fate, but we insist you adhere to temple doctrine and conform to the strictures dividing the hieroglypha from the apocrypha, and that you do not speak that which must not be spoken openly. Act as a dutiful priest should, in accordance with your vows of obedience to the canons and archcanons, and all will be forgiven. Defy me, and you will know what it is to stand against a god. Vivek. I have no idea what that is, but that was pretty dramatic. Alright, let's save. It has been a minute since we have been to Vivek, but I don't think it's been that long. It has not been that long. There we go. That basically just laid out everything. Alright, that's owned. Who are you?
Please join me.
You're not supposed to be here either. Sure, let the Nord in. Let this Outlander in. Let's have a party. That's what secret libraries are for, isn't it? Nord? I hear the same thing from everybody. Everybody's feeling tired. Wonder if something's going around. Okay, so clearly the Nord has been here. Oh, there he is.
Well, here's a fine one. Speak freely.
Barbarian desires secret knowledge, and Magnus has a refined sense of humor. Lead Barbarian around, distract her until something happens. Some are pilgrims of the flesh, going to sacred sites looking for mysteries. Some are pilgrims of the mind, reading sacred texts looking for answers. But is it better to have faith without mysteries and grow comfortable without answers? Barain Reloran. Secret knowledge? Am I interested in secret knowledge? I'm here, aren't I? Say there's some hidden scrolls around here somewhere. Hidden scrolls? No, I've been through this entire room dozens of times. There's nothing here, but I always enjoy a game of Humor the Outlander. Okay. Walk around the library. There was a strange noise on the other side of the small room. Strange stucco. You examine the stucco closely. There's a small keyhole hidden behind a brass plate. Doctrines version. The soft doctrines of Magnus Invisible, the source and the serpent, beauty that turned away.
I suppose there's no harm in talking? What can I do for you?
What was that? Did you hear that? The scrolls on the desk. I swear they weren't there before. Did your associate plant them here? I'm not sure I trust scrolls that simply appear. Why don't you pick them up and then hand them to me? Okay. Take. Do we want me to read through these? I'll start and then we'll see how far I get. In the beginning were the false creators, two and the same, the tower, the selfish word, the great lie, the head splitter. The first created the 12 and its reflection. The second created the 22 and its reflection. All were invisible under the starless sky. The sky broke and reflected again. Light on scattered light, mirror on broken mirror, myriad synecdoche shards shone. Among them Magnus, the brightest reflection. The 36 in the horde that never rests are hollow, unworthy of worship. They birthed us, created us, made us their children, their slaves, their prisoners, a mockery of their shortcomings. Before the 36 were the weaver workers, themselves woven and unworthy. First the few, then the many, among them Magnus, uniquely named. Be thankful, but do not bow. The 36 are still 8 and 1, twice removed, even if man and Mer no longer recognize the quarters. In the beginning were the wax words encased in the tunnel between sea and sky, but the scribes swam the wrong way, descending into beasts as their feathered servants flew to ascension. Leaking spread solidity. The few made the first 3 copies, dead and unread, long buried in copy case. The many made copies of copies of copies, potent imperfections. Erebus is a prison. We are condemned to half-lives, recapitulating false creation. Mundus is fog without frontiers, only edges. The fool mistakes edges for truth. Nirn is an arena. We are eternal warriors, revived without consecration. We fight, love, eat, work, and die for recreation. One chance at freedom, the eternal tempered by mortality, the ephemeral tempered by records. Few escape. Drink for the dead and the sleeping. Pay no heed to usurpers, their time is short. Magnus is Aedrus Star and Magic Man. Magnus invisible is more. Only a coward flees his creation. Only a hero dies holding the door. The veil contains our tormentor, planets guards, Gi. We speak to them, but they are silent to us, their backs turned in their haste. Beyond Aetherius lie the false creators, the architects, sentencers of our misery. Beyond Erebus, the uncreated, dream a bridge. We are slaves to the star clock, which beats faster in every age. Only the drummer can stop the beat. Power is the tower encircled, time is experience, but gold is incorruptible. The dragon is bound with noble signs. Okay, Soft Doctrines version 2. The Fool verse. As night becomes day and day becomes night, the emperor becomes a pauper and the criminal becomes a hero. As experience corrupts innocence and innocence corrupts experience, the future corrupts the past and the past corrupts the future. As wasteful abundance creates a poverty, a halcyon harvest is seeded by the starving. Every hero is an image, a reflection, a tone played on the tightest string between the mirrors of sea and sky. False heroes are the shattered reflections of the jailed jailer, a 3-headed beast gnashing its own throats. Grey Mundus is empty and full. Emptiness is grey. Fullness is grey. Magnus invisible weeps for his greyest children. The spiritual becomes material, and the material becomes spiritual. A fool thinks they are equal. The heretic denies one and elevates the other. To the outsider they are indiscreet. The word is eternal, heavy with meaning, unchanging, yet opening layer by layer to any seeker, showing parts of itself to each viewer, like a spinning prism, not the simple correspondence of mere words with the mundane. Myrrh came down from the sky, men rose up from the mountain. The god of myrrh climbed to the stars, the god of men descended into the ground. Climbing is rougher than falling, but to the beasts the way down is the way up. When man, myrrh, and beast rise or fall together, the age is complete. Only the shape-taker's respiration emptied the ark for the thief's eye. Magnus and Sithis are tears to the prior world and the next. When they meet the prisoner, the story ends. The serpent wanders to a tuneless tune, wondering why there are only 12 constellations to consume in the countless stars. The hist know its course. The Magnagi expanded as the earth bones diminish. The feathered were the first to see the falling stars. Magnus visible is blind magic. Magnus invisible magnifies. The serpent is bound with shifting tones. Soft Doctrines 3. The Roads, Epistle to the Choosers. The well-trod road is swings and fire. It is worn to dust by the feet of children and pilgrims and restored by the west wind blowing over their corpses. The simplest walk this road until they tire of tedious murder. With proper steps, violence transforms, yet the vanquished as well as the victor once believed they could bring Nirn to perfection. This is the road of tradition, for the first champions had no choice but to follow this road, and the greatest of all heroes walk it by choice. Most who walk this road deny the others. The shortest road is dishonored labor, paved with gold bricks, trodden by the feet of giants and glued by the slime of forked tongues. Blech. The slothful savior is saved by the hidden window. The shortest road is not worth the journey. The destination is despair. The road of beauty is untrodden by heroes. It winds weary as a river, always towards the stars, but never reaching the veil. Those happy fools, bright shining jewels, dreams more real than their vision, they never see the gray. Every birdsong is a golden tone, every pocket a bouquet. They sing praises at dawn's beauty and are paid with the coinage of ghosts, which has no provenance. The longest road is walked by old ruin. Its paving stones are yesterday's scales. Its claws ever grasping at the gray are pestilence, pygmy, the falling wall, taskmaster of the mechanical horde, the unspeaking, the golden tonic, the shadow of hours, and the scale of scales. Its tail-consuming head is moment and momentum. Hunger prowls the unshed skin. The road ends where claw and head and hunger meet until gossip reach eternity via dis-ease. The final road cannot be walked. The wretched gather up their ghosts and go. And what of you, turner of heads? Where shall you pound your adamantium feet? What overgrown paths will you trod without a care? What lies shall pass your feathered lips? Which words shall you choose and choose again and find they made no difference? Which hapless beauty will grasp your life-stealing amulet? Who shall you caress with your corpse-tainted hands? At the end of the road are you not a prisoner? Reflections who walk are ruled by their images until they turn their gaze to another. The doors are stuck, the curtains drawn, the constellations firm, the planets unerring in their courses. 12 and 1 have an illusion of movement. 22 and 1 have an illusion of choice. Only the serpent slides. Hue is governed by momentum. As much as manifold Meridia loves the blind, even orphans cannot change their color. Magnus is bound in metal flames. Okay, this sounds a lot like the 36 Lessons of Vivek, but it's talking about Magnus, who is one of the Aedra. Soft Doctrines 5. Blank, 432. This is a tribute to absence to the weaver workers who tied the notes. Ayum reflects. To the tyrant, abundance provokes reaction. Only flawed things become their opposite. Only a fool believes opposites are equal. And there's a bunch of gibberish in all caps. Loving is more perilous than a dragon, harder than steel. Returning love is more perilous than a 9-province army, harder than ebony. Love for love's sake is meaningless. Love for one's own sake is emptiness. To clerk in the poor counting house, coins have no value. The poor man knows the shape and weight and flaws of each. And there's a bunch of gibberish. This is the lesson of the tower and the serpent. Every wheel needs an axis. This is the lesson of Magnus and the twins. Every reflection needs a mirror. Fire rejoices in fire. Blood rejoices in blood. Okay. I think you will be kept very busy with your secret knowledge. Give her the scrolls. Why, thank you. Let's see. These are the soft doctrines of Magnus Invisible. Are these actual doctrines? I've only seen a few small quotes from them. I don't know what to say. These are fascinating. The full soft doctrines. I can hardly believe it. We are having issues with spelling. May such knowledge bring Breran joy, not sorrow. You will see me next in your step-by-step view in the home of a poor Khajiit in Pelagia.
Well, here's a fine one.
Okay. This has been fun.
How are you?
Where's the gondolier? Have him take us to the Salt Strider port. We'll find him. I thought he was over here somewhere. Maybe he's around the side?
Praise Vivek.
Yeah, I guess you didn't know about me slaughtering the coordinator in the secret library. Okay. I guess Morrowind says it's time to take a break. So I will see you guys next time.